Hello guys, welcome to F1 2020. So, what is this video about? So we're going to be doing a little bit of an intro to what's going to be mostly on Twitch, our new Twitch My Team save. So we're going to be doing a career with the My Team, the 11th team in Football Manager. So much Football Manager in Formula 1 2020. Now, thank you very much to Codemasters for giving me a key for this game. It is very much appreciated. If people are wondering why Codemasters would give a Football Manager streamer / creator a key for F1 2020, I'm going to assume it's because most of the channel was built off of Motorsport Manager. Majority of my most watched videos are Motorsport Manager based, and most of my subscribers know me for Motorsport Manager anyway. So I figured I'd apply for it. They were quite happy to give me the code, and I actually went out and bought a wheel for this. I've not used a steering wheel for a game in 20 years probably, not for a long time. So it's going to be a very interesting. I'm expecting some crashes. I'm expecting things to go really badly. So I'm not going to get a race done today. I'm just going to go through the My Team side of things. I know it's going to sound a little bit disappointing for you guys, and I do apologise for that if you've come here expecting some gameplay. I want to just go through the My Team thing, get us set up. Now, if you do want to see some gameplay, I am going to be live on Twitch tonight from 6:30 with some racing. I will then upload that to YouTube at a later date as well. But I am going to make sure that there are videos coming out for this. You know, I want to try and get some content created for this, and I do need to get some Football Manager stuff created as well. But I'm looking forward to this. I think it's going to be very good. But before we actually get into the My Team thing, I want to sort out some options. Now, I want to have a look at a few different things here. So, no, I pressed the wrong thing. There we go. So I want to change the music settings myself. Now, I don't know if you guys can hear the music at all. But it can be relatively loud. Now, I've got this at a fairly high volume already. Supposedly, I need obviously this to be a little bit different for you guys than it is for me. Let's go to there, shall we? I know, so professional mid-video. That should be a lot louder for you guys now, I'm hoping, but we'll find out. But I want to get this turned down for my own benefit, because it's going to be very difficult to discern what's going on. I'm going to enable the subtitles so you guys can see that just in case. So that should hopefully save. Now, I don't know about vibration force feedback. I've got a Thrustmaster Ferrari something or other. It cost me 30 quid. I don't know if it does have a thing on there, but I'm not going to worry about that for now. I'm just going to carry on. So when you get to the main screen, this is what you see. You've got a solo situation here for Driver Career, My Team, Grand Prix Championships, Time Trials. You've got multiplayer as well as weekly events. There's leagues, a split screen as well, which is pretty cool. It's very rare you find games with split screen these days, but it's quite nice to see that in a racing game. We've got ranked, unranked, all that jazz. F1 esports. I'm assuming again there's going to be a challenge ranked thing, and might be leagues and stuff you can get involved in, and I guess go to certain bits. Customization, we're going to have a look at some customization very shortly when we come to the My Team showroom, have a look at the cars and the theatre, obviously we can go back. I have had a race, as you can see here, Britain Short, I won. But yeah, all good stuff. So let's get into My Team, and we're going to start a new one. Let's get involved. Do you want the challenge of entering into Formula 1 as a new team? Damn straight I do. In My Team mode, you'll start from scratch as the 11th team on the grid, building up your team in order to create a lasting legacy. Being both the owner and the driver will have its own unique set of challenges you'll have to perform both on the track and behind the scenes. So I wanted to get this for that reason. Oh, hello.
Here, you'll experience the world of Formula 1 not only as a driver, but as the owner of a brand new F1 team. First things first, let's choose your character.
So, there's a lot of management aspects to this game, supposedly. It's one of the reasons I want to do it. Like I say, we're built up on Motorsport Manager, and I wanted to get something done here. So, I have actually messed around with characters, as you can see, but we are going to create a new one. Just so you guys can go through the character creation process. I need to remember to use all of the letters that are available to me. We're probably going to go with this dude anyway. Kegman Plays, Kegman KMP, the engineer, whatever you want to call. But we'll go through and create a new character so you guys can see what the situation is here. So you've got a few avatars. There's not too much in depth when it comes to character creation, which is a little bit of a shame. I'd like to see a bit more. But you know, you've got a vast array of faces you can work with. We'll go for this dude here. He's going to be from Bahrain. Does he look Bahraini? I guess he does. I've never met anyone from Bahrain. No, we'll go with. Does he look like he could be Cypriot? It could be like a Turkish Cypriot, a Greek Cypriot. We'll go Cypriot. And his name, oh good lord, I don't know. I don't know any. Giannis Konstantopoulos, I guess, and he can be GKP. There we go. I don't know if it's a Gianni name. So you got a whole list of names, as you can see here. If we go,
Anderson.
You can test them. You can test them out. Now, I don't believe there is going to be a Giannis or a Konstantinopoulos, but we might be able to give him one of the available. Yeah, there isn't. We might be able to give him one of the fun names, like Lucky. We should give him
Lucky.
We'll give him Lucky. Giannis Lucky Konstantopoulos. He can have number 12 or 15 or whatever, I don't mind. Driver number, yes. Confirm profile, I will indeed. So there he is. There's Giannis Konstantopoulos. We are going to go with me, because he's not as good as looking as me, obviously, but we are going to go with me.
Now, let's set up some of the key details of your new team.
So, we've got a few things to do now. So, when we start the team, the guy's going to talk in a second. I've had a play around with this. He's going to do a lot of talking. We're going to pick a sponsor, we're going to pick an engine, and we're going to pick a driving partner.
We'll start with an easy one. What name would you like to give the team?
Well, what name would we like to give the team? So, as suggested by someone on Twitter, we're going to go with Benetton. For those people who don't know much about me, I drink a lot of beer, and Benetton obviously makes sense.
Nice. Now, some kind of income stream is critical, so we need to sign a primary sponsor.
Okay, so we need a sponsor basically. Much like on Motorsport Manager, you get a starting sponsor and you work from there.
Our primary sponsor will pay a signing bonus to the team up front. This is vital to cover the early investments we need to make. They will also provide valuable weekly income for us. Each sponsor has a goal that they want the team to achieve. If we hit that goal, the sponsor will pay us an additional goal bonus.
So much like in Motorsport Manager, you've got an additional goal bonus for, it'll be like a case of finish 8th in a race and you'll get an extra amount of money. This is slightly different. These are longer term goals. But we'll have a look through them. So as you can see, this guy here, the original one, I don't know what the name that is. I believe a Japanese. Are they Japanese characters? Or are they Korean characters? It doesn't matter. So you'll see here that it says a goal bonus £2.53 million. We just finished the season. It's basically the easiest one there. It's why it's the lowest amount of money in. We get £250,000 coming in weekly, and we get a £4.2 million signing on bonus. You'll also see it gets gold bonus and weekly income increases of each team acclaim level. So acclaim is basically to do with how well you do in a race and how well you perform. And the better you do, the more that'll go up, basically. We've got one that I want to go for, and it's this one here, the TriStar. So as a team, achieve 2 points finishes during the season. Now, it might be difficult. I think we can manage 2 points finishes during the season. We get a bigger signing on bonus. We get a bigger goal bonus, nearly £1.5 million. But we do get slightly less weekly income. There are a few others about, like finish 8th or better would be quite good. 5 Constructors' Championship points in the season would be fairly good as well. 5-point finishes, possibly doable, but I don't want to risk it. And again, 25. I think we'll go with the 2-point finishes here with TriStar. As much as I hate that logo, that's a terrible logo. I'm going to go with that.
Now we've got a budget to work with. Our car won't be going anywhere fast without a power unit. So let's sign a power unit supplier now.
So we've got 4 power supply units to pick from.
We need both performance and durability from our power unit, but we also need to balance the books. We're going to have a lot of other areas to invest our cash into.
So we've got £4.6 million, and we're going to have to get a driver as well. I don't want to go for Honda. I don't want to go for Ferrari. I'd love to go for Ferrari, but we're not going to go for Ferrari. So we're kind of left with, do we go for Mercedes or do we go for Renault? I think that Mercedes would be a little bit too easy for us. And I say this as someone who doesn't use a wheel, hasn't played an F1 game in about 4 years. I think we're going to go with Renault. I would like a bit of a challenge. I prefer a little bit of a challenge. I prefer starting near the bottom and working my way up in games. That's why when we do Football Manager, I pick smaller teams. I never ever, if you watch my YouTube series, unless it's unless it's like a beta series, I never ever pick a big team. I always pick someone further down. Normally not in England as well. So let's go for Renault.
We almost have all the key partners for our team now, but we still need a teammate for you.
Okay, so as I said, we need to sign a teammate.
These are the drivers available to be your first teammate. They all have their own strengths and weaknesses, so consider everything when deciding who to hire. Drivers earn acclaim based on their performances. When a driver earns enough acclaim, they will level up. The higher a driver's level, the more acclaim they'll earn for their current team. And remember, the faster the team levels up, the faster our income will increase. The higher a driver's experience, the more resource points are earned to spend on vehicle upgrades. Racecraft is the driver's skill to effectively complete overtakes when opportunities arise. Awareness shows the driver's ability to avoid errors and incidents. Pace describes the driver's ability to set competitive lap times. Rating is a summary of the driver's overall skill level.
So, I think what we might do is we're not going to go for Ragnathan, Mahavir Ragnathan. I'm looking at Correa. So we've got a few more options here. We've got Callum Ilott here as well. He's rated at 62. Jordan King and Jack Aiken. So we've got... what we had 4.6, 2.7, got 1.9. We could go for one of the better guys. I don't think we're going to, though. I think we're going to go for Juan Manuel Correa or Sean Gelael. The reason I want to go for Correa is obviously he's a better driver than Gelael, but quite a long way, but his experience. So do with upgrading the car is a bit lower. I think we're going to go for Juan. I think we'll go for Juan.
You can afford this power unit supplier and teammate. Go ahead and confirm if you're happy.
So it'll leave us with $900,000. I was about to say pounds, but it's dollars. Power unit supply costs 2.7. Teammate contract costs £1 million. Renault, lovely stuff.
Let's select or edit the livery we'll be running this season. We can add more sponsors to the car as we sign them throughout the year. And don't worry, we can edit our look at any time from HQ.
So let's have a look at the old liveries here. So there's not many about, unfortunately. I had a look for this earlier. I've already created one, as you can see here. So let's have a little look, shall we? So there's a few set ones here. This is the 70 edition, the Michael Schumacher 1, the Michael Schumacher 2. The Michael Schumacher 3 and the Michael Schumacher 4. Now you can't edit the colours on these ones, unfortunately. It would be nice to play around with the colours on there, but you can edit the colours on these one here. That's a tri-colour one. I think we might go for one of these ones, either the streamlined or the tri-star. Now there are locked items. There is one, the race net. No colour scheme on that, it's just fixed. I don't know if they'll add in more, I'm sure they will. I would like to see them do workshop though. I'd like to see them work at a workshop and go from there. So if we go to change the colour on this, I have a rough idea of what I want for race colours. A rough idea. So let's go for it. Let's get this sorted out. Oh shit. Cancel. So we go for here. I would like to go blue, black, and then a pure brilliant white, I think. Did that change? That's there. So I think that's what we'll do. How do we do this? Where's 7 and 8 to zoom? As you can see, I don't play these things that often. But it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. I wanted to have a look around. Where's Z? Where the hell is Z? Or is that a 2? Is that a 2? We'll equip it anyway. That's going to be our thing. Yeah, it won't let me do that. What's this? What's this button here? Is that that's L2, that's R2, that's R3? Oh well, it doesn't really matter. Let's back out of that. So that's going to be our livery. We can't go to sponsors. Obviously, we're going to get some sponsors eventually. But that's what we're going to use. We're going to use that one.
Now we need a badge for our team branding. Select an existing badge, edit it, or create one from scratch.
So, we built a badge. I've built 2. We'll go through a badge creation situation. I'm really disappointed actually with this. I can't imagine it would have been too difficult to allow an option to people to upload their own files, like a PNG. It would have been very, very nice to have that for especially for online. So everyone had a little PNG. I don't imagine it would be too much of an issue. But you don't have that, unfortunately. What you do have though is this. So you've got a few background options and you've got a few styles to work with. So you can go for something like this. So we take the fan blades and we go for an emblem. So you can have the fan blades with an emblem, like, I don't know, this one here. That works okay. That doesn't. That's okay. You know, there are a few. You know, some work, some don't. There's a few letters about. As you can see, we've got an R there, we've got an A. There's a number 7, is it? I don't know. Some of them don't make sense. I believe that's an E. I'm hoping that's a K, because that's what I thought it was. Yeah, there's a few bits around. It's not the best. You can change colours. So if we go into change colour here, you can see we can change this to a nice little blue here. Maybe go for luminance there. So we've got a nice little blue to match the blue we've already got. And then on this side we can change that to white. And then we can always change the colour of this as well to a almost charcoal colour, I think, to kind of match. So we could go with that. We could go with that. I'm not going to go with that though. I'm probably going to edit this one real quick. So if we edit that, I don't like the background for whatever reason. I don't like any of the backgrounds in all honesty. I quite like it as it is. Some of the shapes in the backgrounds, for me at least, don't work, which is one of the reasons I'm kind of against this method of doing things. I'd much rather be able to pick my own badge or make my own badge. I guess we can go with that. That's not the worst thing in the world. So let's actually go into that. Let's just change the style. That gives it a 3D sort of effect. Don't dislike that. It's not amazing, but I don't dislike it. I will go down. I prefer that one.
At least, we need to pick team colours for the rest of our branding. You'll see these colours throughout HQ.
So as you can see, we've kind of got a colour theme already going, so we need to get that underway. So these aren't going to be ideal or exact because I've not changed the colours at all. I've not picked out the colour numbers. But that is okay. And if we go saturation and then into the black, we'll have a nice black mark there, like so.
That's everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advance to head to Team HQ, and we can start our push to the top of Formula One.
Right, let's have a look then, shall we? So, select season length. Oh, I don't know. 22, 16 or 10. 22, 16 or 10. So what happens with the 22? I'm assuming that's a full proper circuit, isn't it? 16 removes Australia, Azerbaijan, France, Hungary, Singapore and Abu Dhabi. And 10 would remove Australia, China, Spain, Monaco, Azerbaijan, France, Hungary, Singapore, Russia, USA, Circuit Americas, Mexico, and Abu Dhabi. I think we'll just go for the proper season. I mean, why would you not? Yeah, it says here, toggle race style standard. Oh, I'm not a pro. I'm not a pro. I'm just going to go with standard. I'm going to go with standard. So qualifying is short. We'll go short. AI driver level, we'll set that a little bit higher. I don't want it to be too easy, but at the same time, I'm not very good. I'm not going to be very good. We'll go 50. It's mid. That's just like a normal. Race distance 25%. That'd be shorter races, won't it? So 20. So 30, 30, 30. 45, 45. 100% would be. Oh, and we'll go with 25. We'll go with 25. Formation lap is not on. No. Gameplay settings. Flashbacks. I'll do a little. I'm assuming that we can change these as we go along. So I'll leave these things as they are. And with the driving, let's go for dynamic race line. We'll go for corners only to begin with. I'd rather have that ability so I know what I'm doing first. Traction control full. ABS braking assist is off. Yeah, I want braking assist off. Right, cool. Let's that's what I've just done, isn't it? Has that changed everything? It has not. Good. Right. Let's go. Here we go. So, team headquarters, career, round 1 of 22. Like I say, we're not going to get in a race tonight because I want to get this out before we go live tonight. I want you guys to join me over on Twitch at 6:30 UK time. We don't normally do a Wednesday. I am live Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 6:30 UK time at the moment with the occasional weekend stream. I am planning to do a bit more than just FM right now, including this. We'll see how it goes though. 41 drivers receive a lot of media attention. How you deal with the press can have an impact on several aspects of your career. Interviews can occur after any session of race weekend according to what happened and how you performed. How you answer interview questions can affect the morale of your R&D departments, your teammates' motivation, and your acclaim. Consider your answers carefully. Refusing to answer can frustrate the press, leading to asking you tougher questions in the future. In my team, your answers can even influence the direction the team takes before you hit the track. Some answers in your pre-season interview will advance your R&D in a specific area, so choose wisely. Media coaching perk can be purchased through the contract screen at Team HQ. This perk unlocks additional answers, which may get you out of a difficult question or give a bigger boost to your acclaim or the team. There are 3 levels to this perk to unlock. Okay, cool.
Okay, we're live in 5, 4, 3.
Hello folks, and welcome to the HQ of Formula One's newest team. We've been invited backstage to gain an exclusive insight into what could be one of the most exciting entries in the sport for many years. Now, we've seen a number of new teams enter the sport over the last decade, amongst their number Manor, Caterham, HRT, and of course Haas. And while some have proved to be successful, others have morphed into different teams, and some have disappeared completely. What marks this team out, though, as being something different is that its owner is also its driver. Now, there's a rich history of that in Formula One too. Sir Jack Brabham, John Surtees, Graham Hill, and Bruce McLaren all drove their own cars in the sport, but it has become increasingly rare in recent years. What's very special about this team, though, is that while the team itself is new to Formula One, so too is its driver and owner.
Whatever happens this season, you've already made the history books. Tell me, do you feel up to the mammoth task of both managing and driving for a Formula One team?
So, we've got 3 options here. We've got nothing easy is worth doing. I live for challenges like this. We've got I won't lie, it's been a lot of work and there's even more to come. I wouldn't have taken on the task if I didn't believe in myself or my team. This isn't just about me, this is about my team, and I'm behind them 100% together. We are unstoppable. I don't want to go on the left-hand side. I think I'm going to go right or bottom. I think that right would be the best way to go. It's been a lot of work. There's even more to come. Wouldn't have taken on the task if I didn't believe in myself. So basically putting a lot of faith in everyone.
Every team needs 2 drivers. But what was it that drew you to your teammates?
So we've got 4 options here. We'll go clockwise this time around. It was tough to get any drivers to sign onto a new team, but I'm glad they took a gamble. Their skill set really suits our team. It was finding the right fit for our team. They understand that we're new and appreciate the opportunity we're providing. We've seen what they can do on paper, and I see a lot of potential in them. I think that I'm going to go to the bottom one. I quite like the bottom one.
No one aims to finish bottom of the table. Who's the team you're aiming to beat?
So, we're looking to beat. We've got Haas, we're looking strong last season. I think we've got that same magic in us. We've got nothing but respect for Alfa Romeo Racing, but on the track the clumps come off. I predict we're going to have a few close races. Williams and Alpha Tauri are a great team. We'll have some close battles. I really don't know. I don't know. I actually don't know who finished where last year, because I didn't watch a Formula 1 last year. I don't know how they're doing now either. I'm going to go with... I don't know... Are Alfa Romeo a big team in F1? I'm not too sure they are. Let's go with Alpha.
How are you expecting the car to feel out on track?
So, we've got 4 options here. Focus heavily on maximising our traction out of corners. I would like that. Sim data looks good, but we won't know until we get out on track. The chassis balance is incredible. Making the car as responsive as possible with one of our main goals is going to give us an edge going to the corners. I actually don't mind that. Having a responsive car. The thing is, if you go too responsive, you can spin out, can't you? Let's have a look at the chassis balance, actually. Lovely.
The other teams now have years of experience, both on and off the track. How are you planning to catch up to them?
It's going to be tough. We'll have a better picture after the first race. Fuel loads are the key to reducing the weight of the car. The efficiency we've got out of the power unit to keep the weight down. This year has brought a lot of complexity into the power unit. We've found plenty of room to innovate ourselves in the RS system. A fresh pair of eyes can find solutions other teams haven't seen. We've found some unique ways of reducing drag. I like the idea of reducing drag. Aero department will notice that.
Overtaking is a key part of this sport. How have you ensured that your car can take advantage of each opportunity that comes your way?
We've produced a really streamlined car. We expect incredible top speeds on straights, which would be quite nice. Overtaking's all about power, so we've been working hard to get every bit of performance out of the power unit. F1 just isn't one race, we've got a whole season. Rigorous stress testing means we can avoid grid penalties and failures. Developed an incredibly light car. This helps with top speed. I'm going to go for incredibly light. I like the whole idea of having a light car. We don't necessarily have the power, but we've made it light. Another chassis. Cool.
And finally, which of your new departments are you most proud of?
The attention to detail the chassis department has had as an inspiration to the whole team. To be fair, we've had 2 responses from the chassis. I wonder if that's worth doing. Power unit department really had to hit the ground running when we took delivery of our engines. They've done a great job. Our durability department has been really proactive in testing and catch problems before they become problems. And aerodynamics is probably the biggest part of Formula 1, what our team's achieved in such short time is a miracle. So we could go for chassis again, we could go for air again, or we could go for durability and power unit. Now, I did say, you know, about having a lighter and faster car based on not having a strong engine, but I do feel like that doesn't help you when you come out of the corners. I think you need that little bit of shunt coming out of the corners. So, let's go with the power unit.
Well, that's about all we've got time for here. We will see how this fledgling team fares in its first Grand Prix.
So let's see how that's... Oh,
That's a wrap.
let's see how that's worked out for us. I want to have a look. I want to see how this has worked out.
Great interview, boss. You nailed exactly what the team's been working on. When you've got time, check the R&D tree to see our current progress and where we think there's room for more. And while you're at it, why not take a stroll around HQ and check on how the team's doing?
I shall. So here you can see the team's balance. Your sponsor give you cash each week and extra bonuses when you complete their objectives. These are your resource points. You can use them to help the team upgrade the car. You can spend them at any time in R&D. Team's acclaim level. As this increases, so does your income from sponsors. Many top drivers might consider moving to a lower claim team. Go out there and prove yourself out on the track. Lovely. So we've got 1,000 research points, 900k, and we're acclaim level 1, which sounds like it's really low. So let's have a look at our...
This is where you can view our current facilities and the effects they're having on the business. You can also invest some of our cash into upgrades for these facilities.
So we can actually start working on our... wait, here we go. Report for all Formula 1 teams to continue development for a season. And resource points you've upgraded... Oh, sorry, you learned on your upgrade in any of the 4 departments. Until these upgraded, you'll be able to develop more upgrades at one time. So you'll delivery upgrades and a few failed upgrades. Some upgrades require other upgrades in order to be developed. Okay, okay, I like that. So it's like it says here. Oh, well, let me go back now. Earn resource points to spend here. Okay. That's R&D. So we can spend money on facilities. We can go to R&D. So here's the vehicle. We have 3 engines, 2 energy stores. We can buy another one if we wanted to. Or we can fit components. I'm not going to worry about that. We don't have any sponsors to add in yet. So where is 7 and 8 on this? I actually know where 7 and 8 is on this. It'd be nice if I knew where 7 and 8 were. No. Back. I'm assuming these... So the pedals aren't 7 and 8. Which ones are 7 and 8? I want to have a look. I want to have a look in depth. I can see a home button. I can see S1, S2. I haven't got a clue. I'll have to mess around. But I want to have a look at facilities. So, aerodynamics. We can work on these things. We've got 1,000 research points. We've got the R&D tree here. R&D in progress. So let's review the R&D team. Ah, okay. So we can get 500. Oh, okay, so we can develop it at 500. We can develop this, so we need to get facility upgraded. Gearbox would be 500 as well. 525, 40% failure chance, and that is insufficient. Okay, so you go into the... I'm assuming that expands out further as well. So let's have a look at the facilities then. So I want to spend a bit of money. Insufficient fund 2.5 to... Oh, okay, so it's costing us 5 grand each time round, so we can close these down if we need to. What about here? 5 million and 2 million. Simulator 2 mil, 1.5 and 1. Okay, so all of these things are going to cost us money. So look at the R&D tree then. So what can we afford? 30% failure chance. So this will give us a bit more power. It'll bring us ahead of McLaren F1 team when it comes to engine power, and Renault, and Aston Martin, and AlphaTauri. So let's develop it. In development. Okay. And on this side, on the chassis, if we can't upgrade that one, 40% failure chance, and these were all like 40%, weren't they? All insufficient because they're 525s. Okay, so we'll have a look, see how this one works out for us. Arrival Thursday, 1st of October. Okay, so turbo's going to come in future season, and piston rings. So we've got a bit coming in, and obviously we can't go any further yet. It must be 525. That'll be a bit of a boost. The cylinder has a big boost. Okay, so we've got a basic idea of what's going on. There's the vehicle, which we know about. Here's corporate, and here's the standing. So obviously we're bottom, as we were expecting. Everyone's going to be well ahead of us. Well ahead of us. Now, if I could work out what 7 and 8 were, which I can't, for whatever reason, that's the wrong thing. I wanna go down to what this allocation is. So I thought it would be like LBRB, but it's not. That brings out this. So let's go back. The only problem with having a new controller, select S2, there the top, that's the top. 1 second. Ah, here we go. Right. So practice gearbox, fit, vent gearbox, weekend tyre allocation. Here we go. So we can change all of these things as well. So we can change what we want for the weekend. We can change our gearbox. I'm assuming that we can change how it's set up as well. And these are the power units. It's going to show us what we've got fitted and what isn't fitted. Okay, lovely. So we've had a bit of a gander. Let's have a look at the R&D in progress. Part pack minor. That's the engine power, we're going to need it. And the progress history, we can have a look at that as well. Overview. So we've got activities. Let's have a look at activities.
It's important to use the time between races to the fullest extent. And that's where these activities come in. Manage everyone's time as efficiently as possible to maximize the team's performance.
So basically this is training, effectively. When you're managing your team, it's important to manage how your time to track is spent. Team activities allow you to schedule various events while you're not at a race weekend. These activities will earn you various rewards from cash to acclaim. So it's always worth checking to see if you can squeeze any in. You should fill as much free time as you can with activities, get the most rewards. If you want to fill time quickly, you can use the autofill feature, and that will automatically populate the timeline for you. Okay, so we've got a few things here. So it looks like we can set in a pre-season here. That'd be too long, so that's a 5-day thing. So let's remove that. So if we work on, we lose stuff elsewhere. So on these ones, okay, so this experience, pre-season driver press tour. So driver claim goes up, we lose money. That just gains us money, which would be quite nice. That gains us team acclaim, but loses 50 grand. That gains us resource points, that gains us resource points. So that pushes the powertrain and durability. This pushes the aerodynamics and chassis, but we lose a little bit. Let's push durability for now. We've got the car reveal here, and then we've got 5 days. So let's go for a merchandise sale. Or do we want to go for... Can we move the car reveal? We cannot. So we go merchandise, or do we take the hit and get some acclaim? I think taking the hit and get some acclaim might be worth doing. Second driver stats go up by 3 across the board. That could be useful. We gain 250 resource points too. Do we want the money, or do we want to work on our driver? Let's go for money. Let's go for money. So, for this month, we're going to work on power and durability focus. So there's 9 days, not 10 days. If it was 10 days, then great. I'd move things around, but we can't. And then we get straight into the Grand Prix weekend. I'm not actually going to go with that. I don't think we're going to go with that. I think we're going to go with the training camp. Get the resource points. I want to work on the engine and work things out there. We've got some messages, apparently. So let's go here. Available from your workstation, your mailbox is the principal means by which your team and others will communicate with you throughout your F1 career. Messages contain important and useful information about a wide variety of subjects, including weather reports, contract updates, and more. So be sure to check your mailbox between each session of a race weekend. Will do. That new car smell. So, good morning, boss. The decorators finished off from the... Whoa, Cake, you're getting ahead of yourself there. The decorators finished off the break room last week, and Ruth tells me the service should all be online. So we are now officially up and running. Welcome to the big stage. I'm looking forward to being part of the enduring and successful legacy we're about to build. It would be good to get either yourself or Juan Manuel into the simulator as soon as possible, so when we start working on some developments, I don't need to tell you both our car and our facilities are looking at touch on the basic side right now. Try to get into the habit of identifying the areas you want to invest in and doing so as soon as we have the funds. The primary areas we invest in are, the primary areas we can invest in are facilities, our second driver's salary, and your own personal driver perks. We'll bring in income from our sponsors every week as we complete the goals they set, so spend it wisely. Good luck this season, Carl. The IT department, to all team members, thank you for your patience during the recent downtime. I am pleased to confirm the issues of our internal network have been resolved, and you should now all have full access to the systems required by your role. If you encounter any further issues with network permissions, please contact the IT department. Kind regards, Ruth Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk, the IT director. So, we've got a few bits available, just like I say. We've got the corporation side of things where we can go in. We can actually have a look around. We can have a contract. We've got this guy for nearly half a year. Our driver perks. What is the driver perks?
We can spend any extra money that you secured on perks. Each of these perks benefit both you and your current team. They stay with you, so they'll make you a more attractive prospect in future negotiations.
Okay. So we can work on these things. Individual reduce, unlock into... Oh, we could do media coaching, resource point income. So we could probably get a couple of these. I'm wondering if we driver claim to be posted by 10%. So if we take the 10%, all right, because I'd like to use that, and it only lasts 8. It doesn't last very long. Okay. That's interesting to know. The driver market.
This is the driver market. From here, you can see pertinent details on each driver in the sport. Compare them with each other and add them to your watch list. When the contract negotiation window rolls around, this is where you will approach any drivers you wish to hire.
So we'll be able to hire drivers from other teams basically when things run out. So we've got a few free agents down here. What I'm wondering is if we can maybe keep an eye on Nick DeVries. So it says 1 to watch. Where is 1? So we've got him on the watch list. Matsushita, we might go for a watch list as well. We're looking at Cal my lot here. No. This dude here, Jack Aitken, 67 rated. Let's go for him. I like the look at him. Right, finances. As you can see, team balance. We've lost a bit of money, outgoings are that much. We're gaining 625k weekly by the looks of things. Is that right? 124k. Okay, finance history is... Yeah, and customization. Basically, we can go back in and change some things if we wanted to, which we're not going to do. So, we're 36 minutes into this video. What we're going to do, folks, we're going to knock it on the head, then. We're going to knock it on the head. Like I say, I'm hoping for us to be live at 6:30. Hopefully, it's going to be out before you guys will see me live. Please do join me over on Twitch. I'll leave I'll leave links down below. And... yeah, we'll get into this. But yeah, welcome again to F1 2020. I am the Kegman, and I will see you on stream. And there'll be a race on Twitch soon, on Twitch and YouTube soon. Anyway, folks, I know I'm the most unprofessional YouTuber in the world. I don't give a shit though. This is just my style. Take it easy, folks. Take it easy, folks. Take it easy, folks. Take care. Bye bye.